can leave, because there is no way I can. And I wanted just to finally, because as you also know, this may be possibly the last time some of us may be in this parliament. Okay. So I wanted you to protect that constitutional right, that little window that the people gave me to be in this house, to represent them. I just plead of you. I may not come back ever, but that constitutional right for me to present, I wanted to ask that you give me.
Jonah, because you've actually spent the 35 minutes. Now, Jonah, I have always told you you're one of the people I will miss in this house. I am giving you an additional 5 minutes, and all the other minority reports, we will capture what is in your minority report, because the time has been taken.
Yes.
Are you looking for a designer for your hotel project? It's not easy to find the ideal designer. Don't worry.
Right Honorable Speaker. Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. I want to now go back to the report, but let the record capture that when I appeared in the committee, and you have, Speaker, as a member of Parliament, to sit in the committee of the legal, in the joint committee, I was not given the opportunity. The same treatment why I thought this house would allow me to present. So with that, let me just that the 5 minutes that you have given to me is not enough for me to present this, and I thank you, and probably take the liberation and representations. I know next week people are going to swear in. I want to wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Without prejudice, if the
problem, we shall consider
if you had been patient and ready, it was going to come in the last page.
No, I am not impatient. Honorable members, I gave each side 35 minutes.
Yes. Right Honorable Speaker, I believe you will give me my right as a member who prepared a minority report that was co-signed by 2 other members, Honorable Adeke Ann Ebaju for FDC, District Woman Representative for Soroti, and Honorable Asumani Vasalirwa, the MP for Bujiri Municipality. And my Right Honorable Speaker, our points of dissent are in the following areas. 1, the provisions in the bill that tend to infringe the freedom of expression contrary to Article 29 of the Constitution. 2, the inconsistent mens rea, since several offenses of comparable severity, particularly clauses 8. Incidentally, this particular microphone seems to have been tampered with, and mine has, so clauses 8 10 and 12 and 22 that remain strict liability while others require intentional knowledge and creating an internal inconsistency contrary to Article 28(3) of the Constitution. I hope the answer will capture me.
You.
Yes? At statutory number 3, statutory definitions in respect of foreigner and agent of foreigner, which cross-refer to clause 2, which in itself raises legal certainty.
Wilfred, that we will discuss that at committee stage. I will allow you to bring your issues.
Number 4, Right Honorable Speaker, is on criminalization of free speech. Number 5, and most importantly, Madam Speaker, this particular bill tends to infringe Article 1 of the Constitution by 1, trying to invert the sovereignty of the people into the sovereignty of the state. Article 1 of the Constitution refers to the people of Uganda being sovereign. What the state has is the authority to administer. So the title of the bill itself tells the lie about itself. And when you go through the bill, Right Honorable Speaker, apart from clause 5, which talks about the sovereignty of the people of Uganda, the rest of the clauses are in respect of the sovereignty of the state.
Okay.
And when we go to committee stage, Madam Right Honorable Speaker,
so we have
many amendments to make.
No problem.
Since we were never given an opportunity in the committee stage,
thank you.
We have amendments to make on almost all clauses in the bill.
Thank you.
May I invite my other colleagues who have minority reports to make their presentations.
Members.
Thank you.
Madam Speaker, I have something to tell you. Madam Speaker, in my capacity as the Shadow Minister for Internal Affairs, I went to the committee with a request to make a presentation. Madam Speaker, I happened to arrive before the Attorney General. The chairman of the day, Honorable Baka, requested me to wait for the Attorney General to present so that I could also be given time. After the Attorney General had made his presentation of amendments, Honorable Baka ruled that I will make my presentation while at Munyonyo. When we reached Munyonyo, Madam Speaker, Honorable Kajenje ruled that my request had been overtaken by events. Madam Speaker, I chose to write a minority report because the issues I was going to raise had not been raised by anybody else. So I wrote a minority report, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, you are now ruling that there is no time. Madam Speaker, as a member of the committee, I'm not supposed to debate. Madam Speaker, there was a memorandum that came from Buganda Kingdom. Madam Speaker, when we reached Munyonyo, the memorandum went missing. Madam Speaker,
You have said your stories now.
they have told you here. Let me tell the Speaker. Madam Speaker,
Honourable members, they give Betty time. Some order.
Madam Speaker, I've heard the chairman telling you that when we were at Munyonyo, we heard from the the governor Bank of Uganda. And you know, Madam Speaker, I was so surprised because while the rest of us were in Munyonyo, we were never informed that even the governor of Bank of Uganda had gotten back to us. Madam Speaker, because of those many issues, we are also told that 700 people sent memorandums to the committee, but only 47 of them were accounted for. I feel so silenced. Is it your ruling that the people from Mukono should not be heard on this?
Honorable Betty. Honorable Betty, my sister. The people of Mukono have been heard. You've spoken for over 5 minutes. You've raised your issues, and we are going to address all of those issues. Honorable members, we have all these supplementaries, and not supplementary, but minorities. We are going to go committee by committee. And all of you are saying you have issues on each clause. Why don't we look at clause by clause? Honorable Odur has raised pertinent issues. Let's look at...
Madam Speaker, let the record be clear.
Honorable,
you denied me opportunity to present. Don't use my name. Don't use my name. No, don't.
Honorable Dul, you took all the 35 minutes. Honorable Lanya.
Right, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Lanya, let me give you 5 minutes. Lanya, let me give you 5 minutes.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, I'll go straight to the point of dissent. Right Honorable Speaker, the minority, following Rule of Procedure 105 of Parliament, Right Honorable Speaker, the bill establishes an extensive regulatory and criminal framework governing individuals and entities classified as agents of foreigners, imposing control and funding policies, policy engagement, and civic participations. The minority observes the several provisions, raise several concerns, including the vagueness and inconsistency of definitions, an extreme and disproportionate penalty regime, infringements on freedom of expression and civic space, duplication of existing legal framework, and the absence of commencement and the transitional provisions and duplications of the existing legal framework. Right Honorable Speaker, when the committee engaged with many entities, you recall we engaged with about 53 entities. Out of the 53 entities, 52 were in support of this bill. 51, including Bank of Uganda, religious leaders, among others, were telling Ugandans that this bill, when passed, it will create economic instability in Uganda. That was the word from the governor of Bank of Uganda. Right Honorable Speaker, this bill, it creates extreme and disproportionate penalty regime. The bill establishes a uniform and severe penalty structures, imposing custodial sentences of up to 20 years in prisons across wide range of offenses. Notably, the same maximum penalty applies to promotion of interest of foreigner. If you look at clause 5. Right, Honorable Speaker, participation in activities deemed to promote foreign policy. That is in clause 10. Publication of information characterized
Gilbert,
as
we have
economic
now
subject.
we have gone to clauses. Eh?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, because of time, let me go straight to the recommendation. Right Honorable Speaker, this minority came out with the following recommendations. Having engaged and got many views from Ugandans, the minority recommends that the House does not pass the bill in its present form. 2, the bill be withdrawn and remitted for comprehensive redrafting. 3, a revised bill should provide clear and precise definitions, establish a proportionate penalty regime aligned with existing legal frameworks, be supported by a credible economic and fiscal analysis. Right Honorable Speaker, the view of the minority is that the bill should be withdrawn. I beg to move.
Honorable Betty.
As we remember the loved ones that we have lost to AIDS, we can't help but recognize the role our mothers
Betty, 5 minutes.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, the points of my dissent are as follows. 1, Right Honorable Speaker,
Switch on. Switch on.
Right Honorable Speaker, it is my opinion that there hasn't been enough public hearing according to this bill. Right Honorable Speaker, you have been told that 57 memorandums were reviewed. But the fact of the matter, Right Honorable Speaker, is that the committee received over 700 memorandums. One of them, Right Honorable Speaker, as I've put it, being from the Buganda Kingdom. Right Honorable Speaker, when we went to Munyonyo, we are given time to go and study these memorandums on WhatsApps, but when we returned to the committee, Right Honorable Speaker, the committee did not give us time to make a presentation, as I've told you before. Right Honorable Speaker, it's not about allowing people to come to the committee. The purpose of the people coming to the committee is to give their opinion space. The people should be heard. But we are handling, my point of dissent is that the committee ruled in favor of only 2 people out of the 700 who opposed the bill, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, we are here fidgeting with time. This is not legislation. According to our rule of procedure 135, according to our rule of procedure 135, A recommendation, right,
Are we
Honorable
speaking
Speaker.
the same English?
Madam Speaker, I'm reading the report, and you are giving me advice. I take your advice, Madam Speaker, but I continue to read my report.
You read. Yes,
I seek for your approval.
you finish. Continue with the report. Continue.
I seek for your protection.
Members, there's an order from WOPA.
So, the point of order that I'm raising is that, is it in order for members to make noise when a member is submitting? Is it it's okay to laugh, but let us laugh and allow the member to read her report? We now can't hear what she's actually reading. So, Madam Speaker, is it in order for members to continue shouting when a member is actually reading her report?
You are the one who was shouting. Honorable Betty, can you? Let's hear Honorable Betty.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I don't know why this particular microphone is low.
Please go ahead. At least I can hear you.
Right Honorable Speaker, my suggestion, my recommendation is that this, to make meaningful contribution to the debate and to accord Parliament enough time to handle a bill of this nature. Right Honorable Speaker, the Commonwealth practice is that parliaments which are about to retire don't handle controversial business. It's a practice, Right Honorable Speaker, and we are part of the Commonwealth, Right Honorable Speaker. The fact of the matter, Right Honorable Speaker, why that is required.
Which page are you in?
I'm reading page 3, Madam Speaker.
I'm not, and I'm following your report.
Madam Speaker, I move that this House finds that this bill violates the Constitution, rules of procedure, and the Parliamentary Convention, and that this House declares that the denial of the main report offends Rule 245 and 215.
214 and 215.
214 and 215. That it also declares that clause 2, 3, 5, 8, 11, 12, 24, 25, 30 are void for vagueness and unlawful delegation of powers. That this Parliament rejects the joint committee report by the majority. I therefore also recommend that the movers of the bill withdraw the bill under Rule 141, defer the subject to the 12th Parliament with proper consultation, direct the must affirm the sovereignty in the people under Article 1, define all key terms.
First of all, Rule 141 is on procedure of select.
141. Rule 140,
Sub-Rule 1.
Sub-Rule 1, that directs that any future bill must affirm that the sovereignty belongs to the people under Article 1, and that key terms in the bill are properly defined, that is, the interest of government, the government policy, what constitutes the actions that make one an agent of a foreigner, and that the minister is not given powers to alter the offenses under the bill as it is. It is my prayer that the protection of the Sovereignty Bill 2026 fails the test of the constitutionality, legality, and procedure. The 11th Parliamentary Final Act should be to affirm the supremacy of the Constitution, not to legislate excessively. I so pray.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, there is procedure matter from
even to those with the minority reports to present. It is in the interest of this country that all the voices of Ugandans are heard in this house. And those who have spoken represent those voices. Right Honorable Speaker, Honorable Jonathan Odur did say he wanted to make a presentation in the Munyonyo, but he didn't have enough time. Or he was not given the opportunity. And now that he has very many issues that he would love to present, together with the rest of his colleagues, and those who may feel there are procedural matters that were not handled well, but now we have the opportunity to look at this bill in a proper detail, provision by provision.
So,
I beg to move procedurally.
So what have you spoken?
I therefore want to...
I am asking, what have you spoken?
Kiwanuka.
Kiwanuka.
I'm raising a procedural matter.
Kiwanuka.
I was raising a procedure.
Kiwanuka. Honorable Kiwanuka Fai. Honorable Kiwanuka.
Of dissent, and they are on page 2. Some of them have been highlighted briefly, but my approach was different. The point which has been left hanging is, Right Honorable Speaker, is starting from page 20. And that is where I am.
Let's have order.
Right Honorable Speaker, the minority have 140 of the rule of Parliament to withdraw the bill, incorporate the proposed amendments, and have the bill reintroduced for the first reading. The Attorney General can act on behalf of the Minister on such a matter, if he agrees with such, so that they withdraw the bill. For the withdrawal of the Public Service Pension Funds Bill, noted that therefore, once we allow the Minister, they will go back and incorporate both issues in the minority report and those in the majority report, and you again subject them to the public. The biggest legislators are members of the public because we take their views and incorporate them into the clauses. In light of the above, Right Honorable Speaker, in light of the above ruling, the minority calls upon the presiding officer to comply with the earlier precedents of the House, which by virtue of Rule 8.2 in light of the above, the Parliament, which directs that the Speaker's ruling form part of the rules of procedure.
The ruling of the former Deputy Speaker necessary to report the bill. I ask the first question. Do we have an alteration on the object of the bill? And the question was no. And what right Honorable Jacob Olanya, rest in peace, meant
me to mislead you as in one way or the other. Right Honorable Speaker, as I'm winding up, of course the issue that the bill was rejected by the President and the majority of the stakeholders, that has been highlighted. The President of the Republic of Uganda, in the letter he wrote.
He's supposed to write to Parliament, because it's Parliament who is holding the bill.
Right Honorable Speaker, the President wrote to the Bazukulu. And
are you a Musukulu?
Yes. The minority, Right Honorable Speaker, as I'm concluding, let me conclude, honorable members. Let me conclude in just 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. The minority notes that 224 stakeholders the committee interacted with, only 2 stakeholders being Asimwe John, the resident of Fort Portal, and the Honorable from Mawokota, Honorable Sibambi, supported the bill. In addition, the minority also notes that His Excellency the President gave directives in his letter over his, which was posted on X, in respect of this matter. And I call upon, in my final statement, I call upon this House, this House, and I recommend as follows. The Protection of Sovereignty Bill 2026 that was read for the first time and referred to the Joint Committee on Wednesday 15th be rejected for the reasons listed above. Among others, I have only read one, but there are 6 others which have been left behind. The report is very clear, uploaded. The Protection of Sovereignty Bill be withdrawn since it serves no purpose. The government is encouraged to consider providing remedies for matters affecting real societies, and the government undertakes to take practical steps to protect the sovereignty of the people from direct and indirect attacks to the sovereignty. And finally, Right Honorable Speaker, the rules of procedure be amended to ensure that no legislation can be proposed by the President or processed by Parliament after the general elections. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
You mean after the general election you cease to be MPs? This country does not stop there. Procedure.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, this Parliament considers all our kingdoms very important, and they are great partners when it comes to making our laws when they present their views. In the presentation of the minority report by our honorable colleague Namboze, she mentioned twice that the views of Buganda Kingdom got lost.
I have not opened the debate yet. First wait.
I was just saying.
First wait.
No, we wanted it to be withdrawn from the Hansard. It is bad. Yes, we wanted it to be withdrawn.
Honorable,
the bill has passed.
Thank you. Honorable members.
We want to thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for the guidance. We want to thank the lead of government business. We want to thank the government chief whip. We want to thank the Attorney General and the minister, the sponsor. But particularly, Right Honorable Speaker, your committees, the Committee of Defense and Internal Affairs, the Committee of Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, they have gone an extra mile. We put in a lot of time. The bill has passed.
Thank you. Honorable members.
We want to thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for the guidance. We want to thank the lead of government business. We want to thank the government chief whip. We want to thank the Attorney General and the minister, the sponsor. But particularly, Right Honorable Speaker, your committees, the Committee of Defense and Internal Affairs, the Committee of Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, they have gone an extra mile. We put in a lot of time. it has.
This is an
Thank you.
historic bill because it is our last bill in the 11th Parliament. And because it is an historic bill, and that's why I am saying you're all wonderful people. And I thank you so much. And may the good Lord bless all of you. House adjourned Sunday.